Hey everyone, on YouTube, this is Demon0981, and I apologize for my hiatus that, my family and I have decided to move up to another state over the summer, and well, so far, I like the place we're staying in, but more importantly, back to the hand. What can be said about old Garfield, the most famous cat in comic strip history, apart from Heathcliff, I think. Created by Jim Davis, Garfield has had numerous comic books, plenty of TV specials, three of which I have seen oddly enough, of two live-action movies, both with the voice of Bill Murray, a numerous straight to home movie a films that are actually shown on Cartoon Network first, for some particular reason. Since Garfield has been a major hit in pop culture, or originally voiced by Lorenzo Music, it, every Garfield special that has a music number in it is always sung by Lou Rawls, whom actually I like his music pretty well. His voice is definitely fits the song. Now, you're probably wondering what this has to do with the title of the video. Quite a lot, actually. Originally a comic book in 1984, Garfield, His Nine Lives, it takes the reader through, well, Garfield's nine lives. And each life is an anthology story. Much like how ABC's of Death has theirs, Holidays has theirs. Speaking of which, I might do a review of that movie soon. But His Nine Lives is the TV special. Oh, I have to admit, it gave me quite a whirlwind of emotion. And I'll get to that little problem later or through this review. Now, the special starts like this. In the beginning, God had wanted to create the cat. And what better design for a cat than Garfield? Now, between each life, if our favorite is Fat Cat, it will explain what each of his nine lives represented in his eyes. The first one, Cave Cat, was how, oh, basically, mankind domesticated cats and how cats decided to hate dogs. The second life, King Cat, is set in 2000 BC in ancient Egypt, where, as we all know, from Egyptian culture, cats were revered as gods, or were sacred, much in the same sense as cows are considered sacred in Hinduism. Um, the third story, on the other hand, titled In the Garden, is kind of odd to me. Because, okay, one, it was like a little kid's story. On the other hand, it was like the Garden of Eden. Hmm. mixed in with Pandora's box. Wait a minute. Garfield slash Alice in Wonderland slash Adam and Eve slash Pandora's box. A four-way crossover. You know. And I like to mention that each life had a particular art style. The fourth life, portrait musician, I'm a little iffy on because there's something I do not get at all about this one. A composer named Freddie Handel was pressured on making a concerto for the king, and he's constantly egged on and by the court jester, or whom throughout the entire concerto, is showing him scenes where if he fails to impress the king, off with his head. I'm sorry about when does the jester decide what had happened to court musicians? The fifth life, Stunt Cat, as Garfield said himself, life number 5 was short. Garfield was briefly a stunt double for another cat, and the story there. Now we come to the big problem I have with it as TV special in general. You can't take something funny and comedic like the last 5 Live, then do a complete 180 into something tear-jerkingly depressing at one point. Life number 6, Diana's Piano, and notably the only life Garfield ever had when he was female, and the second life where he was a completely different type of cat. Because in life number 4, he was blue. In life number 6, he's a white Persian. Now, I don't want to sound depressed or anything about this. I'm just going to flat out say it. In the middle of last October, I lost a dear pet friend of mine, and my black Persian Annie. And there's a part in this story that really tugged at my heart personally. It was the part, and spoiler alert, Diana passes away. Anyone who's ever lost a dear family pet probably knows how I'm feeling at this moment. I have seen the special twice, and both times I've seen it, this life made me the most depressed I've ever been. And I don't know about a lot of you out there, or who have lost a family member, whether it be a sibling, an aunt, uncle, grandparent, even one of your own parents, or hell, even a pet, or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. For me, if someone in my family dies that I'm very close to, I cannot listen to certain songs. I cannot watch some scene. It's in a movie or TV. Otherwise, it really gets the tears flowing. Now, say what you will all about me. I do not care. Now back to the review. From Diana's piano being sad and depressing, we come to Lab Animal. Excuse me. Now, for anyone who's seen Honeydew, last Halloween list, when they got to the part with Animat, they mentioned something very abruptly and subtly. That was Garfield's own primal self, and in this special, lab animal. Now, what can I say about this life other than this is exactly the problem I have with this movie? You can't take it 5 comedic lives, stop it abruptly to do one sad story, and then go from there into dark and creepy. With Lab Animal, Garfield was a test animal for the genetics lab, where the scientists injected him with some sort of serum that I won't spoil. So the ending, all I have to say is, if he changes species, he transforms literally into another species. Oh, and also was something to note. The art style in this particular life may be familiar to a lot of you with Disney's Oliver and Company. Now, for life number 8, it's Garfield, his current life. And it actually goes from the moment he was born to now. Life number 9, which is way out into the future, as a sneak preview, is entitled Space Cat, where Garfield and Odie are being destroyed by space pirates. In the end, Scott admits that he hasn't been keeping track on how many lives Garfield only lived to, due to the, get this, Heaven's computers being downsized, he did, and at the time. Taking this advantage, Garfield pretty much lies his way to get another 9 lives in life. So, hey, now he has 18. And coincidentally, so is Odie now. And then it's revealed at the end of the special, God's eye is starting to shine, and we know that they're cat eyes. As he says, we have to stick together, you know. Very cheeky. Very cheeky indeed. Now, anyway, Garfield on his 9 lives is one of the best specials I have seen, and involving the pet was on the eating cat. It's just that one story bugs the living hell out of me. Not because I don't like it or anything. No, I love the story Diana's Piano. It just really depressed me for a while. But anyway, tune in next time as I go over holidays. And yes, this is an anthology horror film. See ya.